Good afternoon, Kearny.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much. Look, we're going to start the program with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you can stand, stand, and if you can't, we understand.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I would like the K-Birds to start with the national anthem, please.
There's no sun. I love it. You love it. You love it. It's totally not. Yeah. What's with you?
Thank you, K-Birds and Lily Gonzalez. Thank you so much. We so appreciate it. Thank you. Let's hear it again for the K-Birds. Good evening. This is a momentous event for all of us, family members, siblings, elected officials, and residents. A reflection on those brave men and women that although they served in different armed forces and different time periods, all served our country with honor and value. We stand together tonight to remember and honor those men and women. To share a bit of history, right before the pandemic, Ed Shea approached me and asked if we could do, as North Arlington did, and recognize all of the veterans with hometown hero banners. I was the UVO liaison at the time, and I said, what a great idea. Then the pandemic hit full force, and the idea was put on the back burner until Councilman Jerry Facito became UVO liaison and put it right back on track. Fast forward to our new KUEZ director, Linda Kraus-Disa. She was willing to take on the project. Business Administrator Stephen Lawrence, Linda, and I had one of many meetings trying to put this together and thought we would be really happy if 50 families agreed to buy a banner. Well, to date, we have 196 families that are honoring their loved ones and have banners from Kearny Avenue from one end to the other. This idea was a labor-intensive one. All applications and photos had to be verified, sent to Riverside Graphics for photo touch-ups, back for proofreadings by the family. A Google map is available under the town website under announcements for banner locations. A lot of work to have this come to fruition. Thank you, Linda and staff, for pulling all the pieces together for these families. There'll be an open sponsorship in February 2025 for those to have another opportunity to secure a banner. Follow the town website and the KUEZ for an application. Before we read the names of those we're honoring for his or her service, Some are serving now, some have given all, and some are still with us, which is really wonderful. I want to, for their sacrifice and valor, I want to thank Linda and her staff. I want to thank Lenny Twist, Riverside Graphics, and all of you for participating in tonight's event, expressing gratitude for all those who serve and served this great country of ours. The biggest thank you goes to DPW Superintendent Kevin Murphy. For those that hung the banners working against weather and time, you managed to get this monumental task completed. So for Kevin and his staff, Linda and her staff, thank you so very much. At this time, I would like to invite Manny as we read the names. Robert McCluskey Allen.
William C. Archibald.
Milton Barton.
Lenore Gans Bartner.
Louis T. Batista.
Malcolm Campbell Bunton.
Samuel R. Brady.
Michael F. Brannon, Jr.
Michael F. Brannon.
Patrick J. Brannigan.
Thurman Francis Brooks.
Kevin Milton Brooks.
Raymond John Bruder.
Robert T. Babinas.
John S. Hook.
John P. Babinas.
Peter S. Buchanan.
Andrew Buchanan.
John Francis Burke.
William J. Burns.
Carl F. Ria.
Anthony Tony Capiti.
William Elliott.
Darren P. Elliott.
Thomas M. Felty.
Michael John Fernandez.
Theodore Ferrioli.
Gerardo S. Pichetto.
John E. Finn.
Thomas R. Lloyd.
Kenneth Lewis Foster.
Charles Joseph Foster Sr.
James Fraser.
Joseph Frobisher.
Joseph Fugaro.
Joseph N. Fugaro.
Gerard J. Gaglio.
John M. Gawronski.
Samuel Janase.
Frederick S. Gillespie.
Sean. Michael E. Gleason.
Edmund R. Gleason Jr.
Leo F. Graham.
Karen Grant.
Joseph Anthony Greco.
Edwin John Chirp Carey.
James F. Carey Jr.
Albert J. Catrombone.
Peter Joseph Cerna, M.D.
Francis T. Chicane.
Irene Chikeen.
Daniel Chu.
Frederick J. Cifelli.
Charles Kakuza.
Bill G. Comer.
Joshua D. Comer.
George W. Comby.
Pamela Comby.
David Crenshaw.
James Joseph Delia.
Raymond Francis DeHunt.
William Doherty.
Andrew R. Dodson Jr.
George Dominguez.
Arthur John Donor,
John P. Dowie or Dowie?
John B. Dowie,
Norman A. Doyle Jr.,
Edward T. Drefko,
Joseph M. Dill,
John Barkley Akins,
Robert C. Edwards,
George King,
John A. Rulick,
Frederick S. Gross,
Stephen F. Gruska,
Frederick Goldman,
Nicole Allaire Haggerty,
Eugene G. Hallenbach,
Bob Hayner,
John R. Hempel,
James C. Hennis,
Paul F. Herbster,
James W. Holmes,
John J. Hull,
William L. Hutchinson,
Mark Isabella Jr.,
William Jackson,
John Thompson Jarvie,
Stephen R. Jaslowski,
Richard W. Jaslowski,
Richard J. Jensen,
Thomas A. Jesse,
Bruce P. Kaufman.
Philip Kearny,
Here we go.
Whoa.
Edward Kelly,
Frank J. Kelly,
Kevin C. Kelly,
Timothy P. Kelly,
Michael Curvell,
Robert R. Rainey.
Edward M. Kropa,
Edward M. Kropa,
Michael Krulowitz,
Thomas Michael Krulick,
George Edward LeBrode,
Ralph A. Labruna,
Thomas Francis Lancaster,
Milton Jerome Lerner,
James Edward Lowney,
Lawrence Luciano,
Bernard Lyman,
Andrew Lynch,
Vincent McKenna,
Michael Machado,
Hugh J. McGee,
Henry J. McGee,
Richard E. McGee, Megan,
Joseph W. Manley,
William G. Manley,
Joseph W. Manley Jr.,
Christos Manolos,
John Michael Marks,
Jason S. Marshall,
Edwin G. Marshman Sr.,
Michael Dominic Martone,
Philip Martone,
Anthony Masters,
George Edward Matusiak,
Robert Joseph McCarthy,
William A. Riley,
Yes.
Jose Luis Rivera,
Raymond Rivera,
Hey.
Frank James Rizzolo,
W. D. Robertson,
George Holt Rogers Jr.,
Kenneth Edward Russell,
Marvin Sandler,
James V. Sanfilippo Jr.,
Nicholas John Senna,
Alphonse Sessa,
Edmund Shea,
John Sikora,
John P. Silvestri,
Michael W. Simaldi,
William John Sinope,
Brendan Solano,
Liam Solano,
Louis Soto,
Edward Spear,
Richard Walter Stacy Sr.,
John S. Stavlisky,
David James Stevenson,
Albert Stewart,
Adam Sullivan,
Joseph Sullivan,
John T. Sweeney,
Chester Swiskowski,
Michael T. Haig,
Joel J. McCurry,
James Joseph McCune,
Joseph D. McMillan,
Thomas X. Murner,
George Allen Miller,
Orlando L. Miranda,
George Murray Jr.,
Arthur John Mersch,
Thomas J. Nash Jr.,
Owen Christopher Nee,
Okay.
Augusto Augie J. Nena,
Michael S. Olenek,
Luigi Pagani,
Michael Petriello,
Ruben C. Phillips,
Gerard P. Perez,
Francis W. Polo,
Ronald F. Poplowski,
Domenico Pupo,
Michael T. Haig Jr.,
George J. Tanzola,
Ryan W. Taraboccia,
Gary Todd,
Daniel Taylor,
David Kenneth Twist,
Leonard William Twist,
Thomas Malcolm Twist,
Robert D. Twist Sr.,
Bernard John Warnock,
Benjamin W. Wetmore,
Robert John Wiggins,
Charles Thomas Wiggins,
Sharif Amir Wilkinson,
John Wilson,
Walter J. Wright Jr.,
Alan J. Yerman,
Joseph Casimir Zukowski.
and that completes the list. Just as a reminder, in February, KUEC will be opening up for anyone that missed this round that wants to get a banner. So please go on the website, the KUEC. It'll be under announcements. I know there are some people that said they missed the chance to get their name on the list, so it will be available. We also have a list, I know they handed some of them out, of where the banner is located. So you can find your loved one from that list. And so we hope that this was very helpful to you. A lot of people wanted some closure, and we just hope that this is it. So God bless each one of you. God bless America. Thank you so much.